Hey guys, GCP here, back with another amazing video, and welcome to the 2026 Home Fireworks Show setup video for Victoria Day 2026. Now guys, just note that this has to be the most chaotic show I have ever done out of any year, because this show had so many crazy things happening, from the wind being intense, from shooting off in the rain, and many other things that just caused a bunch of chaos, which also impacted the way the show was supposed to be set off, as we didn't have a firing system, I didn't have multiple camera angles, which I all planned on doing. So unfortunately, this year, for this Victoria Day show, it's going to be a little bit iffy still, but the quality of the footage is okay. However guys, I will promise you, Canada Day, if we have good weather, I will be able to do my full setup and hopefully have a better planned show. Even though I planned this one 2 months in advance, hopefully Canada Day's show will be even better and more organized and more planned, while making sure that anything that could potentially go wrong goes wrong in the smoothest way possible, so we still get those camera angles, we still have a firing system, and we're still prepped and ready to go. And I definitely learned a couple things from this fireworks show this year, so I'm going to put those things that I've learned from this Victoria Day show into my next show, and so on and so forth into the shows of the future. With that all said, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Leave your comments down below of what you guys thought of this setup video. Do you guys like these setup videos? Do you want me to keep doing more? Do you like seeing the details of the bore and what I show you? And without further ado, make sure to smash subscribe if you are not subscribed, because I make tons of firework, roller coaster, and enthusiast content just like this. Without further ado, enjoy the video. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, it is showtime. Welcome to the setup video for my Victoria Day 2026 fireworks show. Ladies and gentlemen, we got an absolutely amazing show this year. This specific show is going to have a lot of motor shells similar to these ones right here. We have one of the Diamond Dust returning from a couple shows ago. You guys would remember this is absolutely amazing. Beautiful silver chrysanthemum all the way into a crackling silver effect. Same thing here, but with a blue shell instead of silver. And then over here we have, the wrap ring fell off, but we have a single shot crackle mine. Absolutely amazing. And we got a bunch of other things that we're going to be placing into here, guys. So I'm not going to do much filming because it's going to be a lot of work, but I'll try to film as much as I can, guys. But basically, this is going to be absolutely amazing. You guys are going to love this show. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm going to show as much work as I can, guys, in this setup video to explain to you, but I do recommend you guys go check out my old videos. And please like the video, guys, if you are enjoying this content. And please subscribe, because 95% of you guys are actually unsubscribed on my YouTube channel. So smash that subscribe button. So without further ado, let's get on into it. As you guys can see over here, we got some of the board exposed for some of the cakes on the board here that are already set up. We have this one here with the 911. Over here we have the Skyfall, the Prismatic, the Boa cake, 3 other Boa cakes, the older variant, as well as some other stuff over here. We also have our bombshells, which I'm currently working on. And that's about it for now. What I'm about to do is fuse on up these 3 Valentine Kiss bombshells with instant fuse. And as you can see, these 3 Boa cakes will be going off at the same time as the fuse is tied together. And after I get those 2 things complete, guys, I have a few more things I have to do, and then I'm basically set up. So I'll see you guys when I'm finished. Okay guys, so as you guys can see here, I have 2 total boxes. Box number 1, we have the manual fun side and the pre-show side. I split it into 2 sides, as it's just better that way to have 1 single box instead of 3. I got only 2 because the other box is the main show itself, including everything that is necessary apart from the finale, because the finale will not fit in any box. So in the manual fun side, we have all the stuff that's on the firing order in section 1 out of section 3, which is the manual fun side. However, I've also added in some extra bits and bobs that I feel like should be set off or can be set off as little mini extras that really won't affect my stock in the future or be in a future show, because they're sort of broken or iffy or already opened up. So I've thrown some things extra in here. And then in the pre-show, we have stuff that is required to be screwed down to a board, which is why everything in the manual fun section can just be slapped down and set off. No screwing, no woodwork needed. But in the pre-show, we have the 911, which needs to be put on a plywood board. We have some of these ones that need to be put into the ground, as well as a bombshell that needs to be screwed into the board. Now we have bombshells over here as well, as you can see, 1 Valentine Kiss. However, this one is 1 single shot and can be fired off, but this one is going to be fired together with a couple other ones on the board, so it needs to be screwed down. It will be set off on the board with other ones that also will be screwed down. Then inside of this box, guys, the second box is our main show box. Here you can see we have 3 Valentine's Kiss, we have 3 Boa cakes, one of the newer variant of boa cakes, the white one. Then we have our 3 kryptonites, but I'm actually going to be taking those kryptonite shells out and making an individual Roman candle shot on a Roman candle rack that will spread them out far across and far wide while the show goes off for a beautiful sort of peacock tail look. And then we also have the Skyfall down there, as well as one of the motor shells down there. And then we have our bombshell Brazilian style and some other stuff as well, like the Kamikaze Barrage and some extra stuff down there you can't really see. So yeah, it's going to be a great show, guys. And without further ado, let's get into the setup. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here's where we're at currently. We have some motor shells sitting here, as you can see. Our cakes are all opened up. We have more motor shells set up over here. These ones are fused with instant fuse on the last 2. We have one of our shotgun shells and a Silverado. And a brand new addition this year, guys, is the Roman candle rack I made that is all fused up with fast fuse, as you guys can see. This is going to be absolutely amazing to set off. Alright guys, here's the back of the board. The front board is towards this direction. Over there we have number 1 and number 2 sandbox, and we are basically good to go ahead and bring this on out. That is the finale rack for the finale 100-shot salute, and that will be going on the back of the main board here, screwed in. I've looked at the weather, we got a clear window. It's just going to be very tight to make sure that the wind isn't too extreme and that we don't start raining, because it's going to start a rainstorm at exactly 10 p.m. So we got to make sure we are done by that time. Whoa! And mosquitoes are attacking. Alrighty guys, well that's everything for the setup video. Do note that some of the things shown in this video did not actually go off in the main fireworks show due to some complications, but they will be going off in the Canada Day show of 2026 this year. So that's only about 1 month away. The next video should be the fireworks show. But with that all said, ladies and gentlemen, as always, Jesus loves you, and I'm going to see you all in the next one. Peace out!